So, I am Zurich Solomon with Solomon Hospitality. I am in the home with Gak and KISUMU. We are in the beautiful home of Dr. George. And one of the things we're talking about is our sports facility. And I just wanted to ask you a few questions about your athletes. What are their ages, and how did you get involved in sports?
My athletes, I have from as young as 10 years,
Yes.
both boys and girls. And I used to be a former soccer player, and when I came back home, I decided I have to do something to give back to the community.
Sure.
So initially I started a boys soccer team, and they were older boys above 18.
Yes.
Then I later came and toned down to 17 and below boys. Then a few years later, I started a girls team.
Right.
It's all ages.
Yes.
From 10 to the oldest girl I have is 24.
At 24.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So with girls, I don't discriminate. Anybody, so long as you have your interest in soccer, you are welcome.
Right.
Yes, and this when I started, I want to put the girls back to school.
Right.
So it is if you look at the normal system of the world over, you'll find all the bright kids have been sponsored.
Right.
What about those who are middle or below?
Right.
In Kenya and in Kisumu,
Yes.
maybe they have not gone to school because maybe they didn't have fees. Somebody has missed school for 2 or 3 months. You don't expect her to perform.
Yeah.
Or somebody is sick, or somebody failed because she could not get enough books.
Right.
So I chose the other way around.
That's right.
I deal with very few bright people,
Right.
but I deal majority are average and the bottom of the class.
Right. Yeah. So one of the things I know I've talked with you before, but what are some of the things that we know the conditions of what your team is playing under? What are some of the just things that you would see that would add value to your program, from whether it's a facility or whether it's for more equipment, because you're just not playing football with these young minds, because you had told me about some of the girls who may have children, they have a place where they can bring their kids to. You also are teaching education with the small resources that you have. So can you elaborate on, one, some of the things that you see that could add value to your program?
To my program.
Yes.
The most important thing that I always ask for first thing are equipment. You cannot play without equipment.
Yes. Okay. That's one.
The second thing, in my area there's a lot of teenage pregnancies. So I bring girls to the field. You saw the picture of a lady. When she's training, she keeps
her baby. Yeah, she keeps her baby on the ground.
If I can have nice training facilities where they can be part of baby care, it will be okay.
Yes.
And then these girls, they have needs.
Yes.
Sanitary towels, clothes, and when I take them back to school, they cannot afford shopping. That's what I do for them and pay for their fees. If I can get, like, after training, when they go back to school, at least they have some fees and some shopping for them to be comfortable, that will be great.
Yes.
Another major problem that I have, we train in the morning from 9 to noon.
9 to noon.
Or 1.
All right.
I don't train in the afternoon because there are very many risks. In the evening, a girl can be raped, can be mad when she's going back home. So I prefer training in the morning.
In the morning. So you train them from 9 to 12 because of safety issues. Some of the girls could possibly be raped or attacked.
Or they can go into somebody's house, a young man, and it will all come back to me.
Wow.
So I put that in the morning. But most of the time, like, you find these ladies, they have breakfast and supper. So lunchtime,
Yeah.
they never have. If I can have a program, just a cup of, porridge.
Yes.
Yes, that would be great. After training, they take their porridge, go home.
That'd be great.
That would be great.
So one of the things that you've identified with is an adequate facility.
Yes, adequate facilities.
Supplies, equipment,
Yeah.
and support with hygiene, like toiletries,
Yes.
and just food for the girls.
Yes, food.
To have lunch.
Yes.
Because what you're saying is some will have like breakfast and then that's it, and then maybe dinner.
That's why you see occasionally, if I have money, I take them to my home and prepare for them lunch.
So you take money out of your own pocket
Yes,
and feed these girls.
Yes,
And you had mentioned something where you had 40 girls at one point.
Yes, the lists I've had are 26 girls.
26 girls.
Now these long holidays, I know I'm going to have around not less than 40 days.
Not less than 40, yes. Okay. So you mentioned something where the other players buy the dump. I know in America we call that a waste site, where it's a lot of toxins.
Yes.
And it's a lot of trash. And we went out there with the chamber, and they were saying that